state woke up to snow, but as the day went on, this winter storm began to change.
Keep this in mind. Like, this is the dangerous ice, and this has happened in not too long amount of time.
Now, freezing rain has brought ice accumulations, threatening to knock out electricity and bring drivers to a screeching halt. Now, with breaking news for the very latest on this Storm 5 alert, this is News Channel 5 at 10.
Indeed, a messy Saturday across the mid-state, but some animals enjoyed it. This massive winter weather system moving through tonight. A look at some of the nice scenes you've shared with us from a number of communities. And at this late hour, we do continue under a Storm 5 alert, tracking the latest and, of course, looking ahead to what's next. Thanks for being with us tonight for News Channel 5 at 10. I'm Rory Johnston. It was indeed an eventful weather day. Winter weather leading to a number of crashes on roads. Fortunately, not too serious. Most of you heeding the advice, staying home.
WYFF News 4 starts with breaking news.
Thank you for staying with us tonight at 11 as we continue to bring you breaking news tracking tonight's winter ice storm.
Dangerous ice and power outages are expected in our region, issues that are impacting millions across the country. Let's take a look outside with our Paris Mountain Skycam right now, and you can see just how much is coming down right now. You can't even see through the lens whether it's ice, whether it's freezing rain. It is just coming down.
That's right. Let's go ahead and get right on over to our Chief Meteorologist, Chris Justice, who has our area's certified most accurate forecast. And Chris, these temperatures have been dropping. As you can see, the precipitation has started. So what exactly can we expect to see over the next few hours?
It could be a matter of days, unfortunately.
Along some East Texans could be without power. Ahead, the latest on efforts to get the light and the heat back on for thousands of East Texans.
By the 10s and the 20s. We'll do the best we can to be prepared for it, but I do expect as it gets colder, more people are going to come in.
Across East Texas, warming centers have opened their doors to some of the most vulnerable. We're taking you inside these shelters and breaking down their impact.
And a dangerous drive. Several wrecks shut down State Highway 149 at the Sabine River Bridge. We'll have an update on this road and others.
Caring, committed, proud of East Texas. You're watching East Texas News Weekend.
The temperatures are dropping, thousands are without power, and this winter storm is not over just yet. Good evening and thank you for being with us.
Meteorologist Emily Edwards is tracking these bitterly cold temperatures from the First Alert Weather Center tonight. Emily, what are you seeing right now and what can we expect overnight? Well,
operations around the clock, and we will stay that way until the winter weather has moved away from our area.
As rain turns to ice.
Yeah, a lot of our truckers, they've been staying, parking, staying at the motels. They really don't want to take the chance of moving in it. They're just waiting to see what happens.
Our team is live, tracking this winter storm from all across the Brazos Valley. The latest forecast from your First Alert Weather Team right now on KBTX News at 10.
KBTX News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. This massive winter storm impacting millions of Americans is wreaking havoc here in the Lone Star State. We've got team coverage tonight from all across the Brazos Valley. We've got crews providing updates from Leon, Robertson counties, and we've got teams here in Bryan and College Station where that sub-freezing air moved in just about an hour ago. Max, before
snow has landed in the valley, and you got the first alert from WHSV. Days in advance.
And we first alerted this storm here back last Friday morning.
Your first alert to keep your family safe.
You see those temperatures dropping below 27 degrees. That's when the roads can turn pretty icy.
Would not be shocked to see most, if not all, schools at least delayed here.
And you knew it all first because you had the WHSV First Alert Weather app.
This is your first alert for winter weather.
Now, your local weather authority.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are tracking, of course, this winter storm impacting all of the Wabash Valley this morning. Snow totals a little bit greater than originally anticipated, but as we've gone through the overnight hours, if you've kept up on social media with many of our updates, we have adjusted those totals from some heavier snows from the first round and pretty intense snowfall in the overnight hours.
This morning on Sunrise, we're tracking changing conditions from overnight. More winter storm weather moving in.
It's piling sleet and snow on top of what we saw on Saturday, so we're bringing you live team coverage on this severe day.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News Sunrise.
Time right now is 6 o'clock on another severe day. The 4029 Get Ready weather team has been tracking snow and sleet moving across Arkansas.
Let's get right to meteorologist Laura Huckabee with the latest. Laura.
Yes, I think that the meteorologist's job leading into this storm system is really to get you ready and to give you some projections as to how we feel things are going to lay out. As we get to this part of the storm, I think my job then becomes to kind of take you out of the storm and move you to the next biggest piece of information.
Live from 5 News, this is a weather impact alert.
All right, well, thank you for joining us for your Sunday morning on 5 News. We continue to track the conditions of this major winter storm. I'm Emily Moss.
And I'm Darren Bob. We do have one thing to talk about on I-40 near Salisal, coming toward Arkansas. There are a couple of jackknifed 18-wheelers. It does have the highway blocked. And so if you are getting out and about this morning, man, you're going to find it really treacherous.
Yeah,
After a day of snow and sleet, the extreme cold settles in. Just how low the temperatures could get today.
Snow-packed roads, cars struggling to move. The mess overnight on a North Texas freeway. What crews are doing right now to clear the roadways.
The weight of the weather collapsing rooftops and what you need to know as pipes begin to burst from the deep freeze.
From ice skating to skiing to simply enjoying the snow.
Just get out and moving. I don't have anything else better to do, and we don't see this every day, thankfully.
How North Texans are making the most of this winter weather.
Hey, good Sunday morning. And I did see someone walking this morning on my way into work. That was early. We begin with a live look, though, from our Dallas Earth Cam. Kind of a beauty shot from far away, right? So snowfall overnight, sleet overnight, covering rooftops across the city. Some churches in the area will be closed today, others moving Sunday service to online only.
Thank you for joining us both on air and streaming on WFA Plus this morning. I'm Marcus Took.
Good morning, I'm Kara Sewell, joined by Erica Lopez, who has been watching the road conditions since early 30 yesterday across North Texas.
WDBJ 7 starts with a first alert weather day.
Good Sunday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Niecy Payne. I'm Amir Massenberg. Our weather team has been on top of a major winter storm. Let's get on over to Leo with our first alert hometown weather forecast. Leo, we've seen snow and ice hit our hometowns all night. So how's this going to play out today?
WLKY News right now at 7.
The winter storm is here and it is packing a punch.
We're going to be fine. Just, hold your loved ones close and check in on your friends.
Good tips there. Snow is coating much of the country this morning, including here in the metro, making those road conditions a little dicey.
Snow stops, it gets cold. Freezes under. We can take the top layer off easy, but it's that bottom layer that's dangerous.
And now with more snow on the way today, we are bracing for some bitter cold temps throughout the week. Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us on this Sunday morning. We've got live team coverage for you of the road conditions right now outside. Our Sam Carter driving all throughout Louisville, Shaquille Lord and Fern Creek and Madison Elliott in Clarksville this morning. Yeah, we are here for you, making sure that you don't have to get out and see it for yourself. We are telling you about totals, how much more is on the way, and of course, giving you a look from the ground. Matt, what can we expect today?
Yeah, we are still fully in this winter storm.
We're taking a live look at our crews out there. We've got Richard Essex and Jude Redfield. Where are they right now?
They're out in Henryville in southern Indiana. And, that's just a short drive from Louisville. But look how much more snow they have there compared to like in the city. And then meantime, down to our south, they're dealing with all of that freezing rain.
Yeah.
That's why this is, everybody's got something a little bit different.
Yeah, and Lindsay, we've talked about that the last couple of days. I even mentioned yesterday morning that sleet could be a problem, and here we are. We've got a little bit of a mix in Louisville right now with sleet and snow. Down to our south, it's freezing rain. We've got power outages in southern Adair County, parts of Columbia down there as well, and I think there's going to be more.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us here on Sunrise. It is Sunday, January 25th. I'm Michael Burke.
I'm Evelyn Schultz, joined by Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck and Meteorologist Patrick Harrian, and we want to get right to them just because it is a mess out there this morning.
That's one way to describe it. If you were, for most of us, expecting to wake up to a lot of snow, that's not happening for most of us. If you're expecting to wake up to a lot of sleet, that's happened.
I'm Brian Mims, live in Hall County. It's everywhere, on the roads, on the grass, on the sidewalks, on the rooftops. Ice. I'll show you how folks are dealing with it here in Hall County in a live report.
And I'm live here in Cumming, where the ice has taken over the roads. I'll have all of the details, plus what you need to know to stay safe. Next.
There in Hall and Forsyth counties, two of the areas that are going to be hardest hit already are, and ice is continuing to accumulate. I'll take you through what we can expect here over the next few hours. Next.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News This Morning. Coverage you can count on.
Brian Mims said it off the top. Ice is everywhere, and we are everywhere. So glad you're watching this morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Not your typical Sunday. I'm George Estevez.
Yeah, welcome to your Sunday as we cover a winter storm. Hi there, I'm Sophia Choi. Thank you for joining us.
And we have live Severe Weather Team 2 coverage on this Sunday morning with a team of meteorologists and more than a half dozen reporters taking you live to the changing conditions where you are.
WCCO News starts now with breaking news.
Video this morning that shows what happens in the moments before Alex Preddy was shot and killed by Border Patrol. Accounts of what happened from ICE and Secretary Kristi Noem differ sharply from eyewitness views and even the videos. Then breaking news, a temporary restraining order barring the Department of Homeland Security from destroying evidence. What we know this morning about the latest lawsuit filed alleging DHS mishandled evidence at the crime scene. And who was Alex Preddy? New video shows him giving a eulogy for a veteran who passed away, as we hear from a friend talking about his kindness. Good morning, everyone. We continue to follow the breaking news from yesterday morning, where Border Patrol shot and killed a man in South Minneapolis. Here is what we know right now. 37-year-old Alex Preddy was the man killed by Border Patrol, but there are contradictions in stories of how this happened. We have new video this morning. For the first time, we are seeing the minutes before the killing of Alex Preddy. We see an altercation between Preddy and Border Patrol agents. At that time, Preddy had his phone in his hand recording. Preddy comes face to face with a federal agent and puts his hands up. Agents then detain someone. Moments later is the video now viral where Preddy was shot and killed. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said the officer acted in self-defense and claims Preddy approached Border Patrol officers with a handgun. But videos from the scene show that Preddy was holding a cell phone, not a gun, when he was shot. Plus, sworn declarations submitted in federal court by witnesses contradict key points of the events we are hearing from federal officials. Now, new this morning, a judge overnight issued a temporary restraining order barring DHS from altering or destroying evidence from the shooting. This comes after the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension filed a new lawsuit alleging DHS mishandled evidence at the crime scene. And on Monday, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison says he and his office will argue in court to end the ongoing immigration surge in Minnesota.
Today, a memorial growing by the hour, a day after 37-year-old Alex Preddy was shot and killed by a Border Patrol agent. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 5 and streaming on KARE 11+. I'm Morgan Wolf. Tonight, we are closely following new information following the federal agent shooting of Alex Preddy, the memorial for him, and the very latest responses from local and federal leaders. Just a few hours ago, dueling press conferences offered starkly different views of what happened and what happens next. This afternoon, Governor Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison updated us on the shooting investigation. Overnight, a judge ordered the federal government to preserve all evidence from the shooting in their custody after the state had concerns about tampering and destroying of evidence.
Connecting our communities with stories that matter. This is WRTV.
Now at 6, we have current conditions live from downtown Indianapolis as the Department of Public Works brings in contracted crews to start clearing off residential streets. And a live look at snow accumulations across central Indiana highways. There's already been dozens of crashes and slide-offs. Hoosiers are urged to stay off the roads. Several counties, including Marion, are now under travel warnings. NDOT says it has hundreds of plow trucks working to clear roadways across the state. And first at 6, we're bringing you team coverage from WRTV Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Todd Clausen and meteorologist Kyle Mounts, tracking the winter storms as it impacts central Indiana.
And we've been dealing with this snow for over 24 hours now, and it really piled up. Here's some video taken from earlier in the day.
Central Ohio is buried tonight after a long, relentless day of heavy snow. Communities are snowed in, roads are nearly impassable, and plows are still fighting to catch up.
What started before sunrise turned into bands of pounding snow, falling at times an inch an hour, shutting down travel and bringing daily life to a standstill. Across the region, 8, 10, even a foot in some neighborhoods.
Cars are stranded, sidewalks disappearing, and silence replaces the usual Sunday night traffic. Schools are already canceled for tomorrow, and road crews are working around the clock. But officials are urging you to stay off the roads as conditions remain dangerous.
The snowfall may be coming to an end soon, but the danger is not. ABC 6 News at 6 starts right now.
ABC 6 News at 6 on your side starts now.
Snowmageddon is here. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunnigan. All of Central Ohio is under a snow emergency tonight. Let's take a look at that map. Hardin, Union, Delaware, and Noble counties are all under a level 2 emergency. And that means that drivers should only be on the road if absolutely necessary. Everyone else, including right here in Franklin County, are under a level 3 emergency. And that means no one but first responders should be out on the road. If you decide to drive and end up causing more problems, you could face fines or potentially be arrested.
And a very good evening. We've had our biggest snowstorm in quite a few years, still going on right now. However, that chance for precipitation is going to go down as we go through the next couple of hours. So all of that snow will be coming to an end, not before more snow coming in tomorrow, not as impactful, however, but that chill is going to stick with us. We're regularly going to see those temperatures in the single digits, potentially even the negatives as well, going all the way through the 7-day forecast. 21 News starts right now.
Coming up on 21 News, the sights and sounds of the 2026 winter storm in the Mahoning and Shenango valleys, snow plows and stuck vehicles, how the viewing area got off to a slow and snowy start this morning.
It's going to be a historical day, that is for sure. I think it'll be our snowiest single day across the area in over 30 years.
And that's saying a lot coming from a chief meteorologist who has many years of forecasting where our weather goes from here after a day to remember. A foot or more of snow didn't stop everyone from venturing out, some getting out just to help others.
I wanted to make sure they had a place to come get coffee, warm up a little bit before they're out on the roads.
More on that warm sentiment on what is a downright chilly day.
Locally owned, locally connected. This is 21 News, 6 p.m.
This is a live picture from one of our weather cameras that's taking a look at Route 422 in Niles. ODOT as well as all emergency personnel are advising motorists to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary.
Now at 6, it is not over yet. Our attention shifting from snow to dangerous icy conditions.
So now the question is, how do you handle this? Our meteorologists are hard at work looking at what we can expect tonight and in the week ahead.
WSAC 6 o'clock starts now with the First Alert Weather Day.
Thanks for joining us for our special coverage of this First Alert weather weekend. We are heading into what will be dangerously low temperatures with the real problem, slush covering the roads everywhere.
Right, so our team is back at it to help you through the next few hours and tomorrow as many of you try and attempt to resume life as normal, but that's going to be very difficult because we've had that mixture of snow, ice, and sleet blanketing the region. Already dangerous roads now set to freeze over. And
our winter storm is moving away tonight, but plenty of problems will persist. Our temperatures are going to fall into the teens, so all that water and slush is going to ice back up, and you can even put a little snow on top of that here overnight tonight. I'll have your forecast ahead with a frigid 7-day forecast coming up.
Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. Doug, it's looking a little slushy out there, looking a little icy in some spots. Now, I know we tell people don't go out, but if somebody has to go out for some reason, what should they be watching for?
Well, things are going to get worse again. You know, some of us have inched above freezing here, so that did allow some of the main roads to, trend better than they were earlier this morning.
With coverage you can count on. Welcome to Erie News Now Weekends at 6.
Good evening. I'm Lisa Adams. It is all about the weather in much of the country. Thank you for watching Erie News Now at 6 o'clock. It's a massive storm, as you know, and a big chunk of the nation is getting a taste of the kind of winter weather that we know very well here in Northwest Pennsylvania. In Dallas, where they're calling it Dalaska, snow and ice cover Texas roadways, catching drivers without snow tires unprepared. They're coping as best they can. This makeshift tow rope from a pickup truck, one example.
Live from 2 on your side. This is Channel 2 News at 6.
Stay off the roads. They're going to be slick, icy, snow covered. And if you can stay home with these extremely cold temperatures and hazardous roads, you and your family will be much, much safer.
And tonight at 6, we have a weather impact alert. A winter storm is moving across our nation, impacting nearly 200 million people from New Mexico to Maine with bitter cold, dangerous ice, and more than a foot of snow in some places. At least 23 states have now declared an emergency. This is the impact right now in several major cities. You're seeing that right there on your screen. All of that video, including Dallas, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and Oklahoma City. But back here in Western New York, that winter storm moving through, bringing widespread snow. This video was shot earlier this afternoon on the Thruway heading towards Hamburg, where conditions, well, they weren't pleasant. By the time the storm passes, some areas could see up to a foot of snow. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Courtney Courtwright. We have team coverage for you tonight.
This is CBS News New York.
Stay at home, and especially to stay off the roads. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please, if you can avoid it, do not drive.
Now at 6:30, a winter storm slams the tri-state area. Some places already hit with over a foot of snow. Now we're seeing sleet and icing on our roads amid dangerously cold temperatures. We have first alert weather coverage.
It's just the best thing ever. I love it. And this snow day was also some welcome news for some. Families not just digging out, but making the most of the winter weather. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Alan Devlin. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
Snow has been falling pretty much all day, and we are still in the thick of it.
We sure are, and in some areas we are seeing a little more sleet starting to mix in. Here's what we know right now. In the city, the extreme cold may have played a role in the deaths of what is now 6 people. Also today, Mayor Mamdani announcing city schools will go remote tomorrow.
NBC 10 breaking news.
I'm Jacqueline London. You're watching live special coverage from the 10 24/7 streaming center. We've been bringing you live updates over the last 3 hours. This major winter storm has hit our area. Meteorologist Justin Godnick is here now with the very latest track and who is seeing some of the biggest impacts.
And Jacqueline, our storm system is still well underway right now.
Live from WJZ, this is an alert day.
All right, we have been tracking it for days, and it is finally here. The biggest snow our area has seen in 10 years came down in the overnight hours, but as you know, it has been followed by sleet and freezing rain, with the biggest concern still ahead. Welcome into WJZ News at 6:30, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. Millions of Americans all across the country being impacted by this. Roadways impassable in some spots, and the most flights canceled since the COVID pandemic.